At this time, I want to call on another daughter of the house. I want to call on Miss Denay to come up, and she's going to tell us in 2 minutes. She's going to just give us some words. Amen. Amen.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Father's Day. Thank you. This morning I was cooking, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to relax. I'm going to be late because it's Father's Day, and they don't need me. And then Rashida calls and says, you're going to be needed this morning. So I almost panicked, and then I thought, you know what? This is actually a conversation that I've had in my heart and my head for a year now. I'm not going to look over there, but I'm talking to you because I might cry. So since you are still 9, I'm going to take you back to when I was 19, like we said the other night. Well, at 19, I lost my father, my biological dad. He was all right. His family didn't allow me to be in the eulogy. Then my mom remarried, and when he died of cancer, again, it's the first time I said it out loud. They didn't allow me to be in the eulogy either. For years, I got it, but you can always stand by me. This is my rock here. For years, I walked around saying that I was a fatherless child. I had no one. Until a year ago, a little over a year ago, I walked into this place. And for the first time, I had a father that taught me about the Father, first of all. And then a father that I could ask questions to, that he was there for me, that he taught me. He taught me what my name was. He taught me who I am. He taught me that I could do things and I could be victorious. And I had never had a man tell me that. I never had a father tell me that. There's so many times that I think we take things for granted. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you. Even though I have gray in my hair, it's never too late to have a father. And I just love y'all. There's so many times in my family, in my children, in my unborn grandchildren, you are the ripple in the water. I just want to thank you so much. I'm going to say one more thing because he doesn't realize how often he gets people through. So one evening, it's late in the morning. And again, I work late, so sometimes that's where it comes from. I'm always alone, but I learned about Word and Spirit real fast. And in Word and Spirit, when I started here, I was coming and I was on fire. And then I got real low, and I was like, how is this? How do you do this? And how can you be touched by God and then still get low? I didn't understand. And I turned on Word and Spirit, and I heard him saying the exact same thing. I was like, wow, this is awesome. And the one thing that stuck with me on that evening night when he said, even the lame in a fire, even the lame will crawl. And I will never, ever forget that. And that didn't tell me, okay, something's happening. Even that told me at that moment, not just to crawl. He has gotten on me like a father. He has told me good things. He has told me, hey, you need to get up and you need to go. And that's what he was saying to me then, right there in that evening time. It wasn't about, just crawl your way through it. The lame, the people that cannot speak, the people that cannot walk, the people that cannot, they have no ability to move, but they're going to fight. And so that's what he has taught me, to rise up, not just to fight a little bit, not just to crawl, but rise up. And so I just want to say thank you. I thank you both. I love you so much. And I hope that was so beneficial to somebody.